Enjoy our Country Club of the North Ask the Expert shows each and every weekend on AM 1290 and 95.7 FM. News Talk Radio, WHIO.
Our number toll-free, 877-87 Clark. Cindy's with us on the Clark Howard Show. Cindy, how are you doing today?
I'm good.
Cindy, I understand you're going through one of those tough times in life.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
I am.
So, are you finished with your divorce, or are you in the middle of it?
We're finished.
Okay. How can I be of service in this tough time?
Well, I'm going to be receiving about $30,000 in 401k monies that I'm going to need to roll over into my own account. And so I'm wondering if you could give me any suggestions.
Is it money that you're going to feel comfortable moving forward, leaving alone in a sheltered account like an IRA, which you're allowed to do with this kind of distribution, until time of your retirement?
No.
Okay.
I don't think I have that option.
So you're going to spend the $30,000?
No, I'm not going to spend it. I need to roll it over into some type of an account in only my name.
Right, I got that. And then are you going to be able to leave it alone?
Oh, yes.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
Yes.
And it's $30,000 that you're going to do the rollover.
Correct.
Right? You know, you got to make sure there are special rules involved in doing the transfer so that there's no 20% held back. Has anybody explained that to you?
No.
All right. The transfer will need to be done with instructions to your ex-husband's plan that the $30,000 is to be transferred directly, not to you, but from the plan to where you're going to have an IRA.
Is that through what's called a quadro?
I don't know that term. It's usually called a rollover trustee-to-trustee transfer.
Okay.
The term quadro may be a correct term that I'm just not familiar with. But I have 3 companies that I recommend above all others for you doing this transfer.
Mm-hmm.
And if your ex-husband's plan is with one of these 3, that's where I'd move the money. But they're Vanguard, Fidelity Investments, and T. Rowe Price.
Okay.
Was his plan with any of those 3?
One was Fidelity, I believe.
So I think it would make sense it'll be the easiest to keep it in-house and go Fidelity 401k and do a Fidelity IRA that would be yours.
Okay.
And how would you grade from 1 to 10, 10 being the most knowledgeable, your knowledge about investments?
5.
Okay, mid kind of on that scale.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to give you a strong recommendation that I'd like you to go look at clarkhoward.com in my investment guide.
Okay.
And look at the Fidelity Target Retirement Funds.
Okay.
Where you pick a year closest to the year that's likely for your retirement,
mm-hmm.
and put all $30,000 into that Fidelity fund.
Okay.
The idea is that over the decades, they'll adjust the mix of money to get it right for you. That's a mix of stocks, bonds, and what are called cash equivalents, so that you have the best mix as you get closer and closer to the day you'll actually spend the money. It's 29 after the hour.
AM 1290 and 95.7 FM. News Talk Radio, WHIO. The Savage Nation.
You wonder why the U.S. Navy all it does is train and never does anything? I'm sorry to tell you, I, as an American citizen, I'm appalled by the waste of money in the U.S. military.
Savage.
You have any idea what's going on in the country right now? What George Bush has done to the military? But every one of those rotten bums was killed on the spot. Not one of them was taken up for a trial. Not one of them was taken out to give you a story about how he was manhandled. Not one of them with the burqa on came out crying about how, we were manhandled by the Russians.
And you think you're insensitive? Try Michael Savage.
So don't tell me it can't be done. The problem is we have weaklings running America, which is why they're bailing out their friends on Wall Street, because not only are they weaklings, but they're criminals on top of it all.
Savage.
You don't have to accept what I say to you. What's your alternative?
Michael Savage. Weekday evenings from 9 to midnight only on AM 1290 and 95.7 FM. News Talk Radio, WHIO. This is the station Dayton turns to first for live team coverage of breaking news. AM 1290 and 95.7 FM. News Talk Radio WHIO. Dayton, Springfield. The Miami Valley's weather, traffic, and news station. Depend on it.
Good afternoon. It's 1:30. I'm Charles Van Sant with an AM 1290 and now 95.7 FM News Talk Radio WHIO News Update. The inaugural train carrying President-elect Barack Obama and his entourage is in Wilmington, Delaware right now. The train has been there about an hour or so. It is now preparing to leave for Baltimore en route to Washington. Our top local story. Tanya Wells of Miamisburg is dead from a crash in Butler County. Deputies say her car went off the road while turning from West Elkton to Fear Not Mills Road. Butler County Metro Park says it will trap and euthanize muskrats and beavers at Voice of America Park. District says the critters are causing thousands of tax dollars in damage. Here's the AM 1290 and now 95.7 FM News Talk Radio WHIO Storm Center 7 forecast. Cloudy today, a flurry of snow shower, light snow arriving in the evening, spreading north to south, a high today near 26. Latest scan of the live Doppler 7 radar is clear. It's 19 in Springfield and 20 in Dayton at 132. With Miami Valley's morning news, 5 to 8:30, news on the hour, the half, and when it breaks. Fair and balanced, I'm Charles Van Sant on Dayton's only weather, traffic, and news station, AM 1290 and now 95.7 FM, News Talk Radio WHIO. Depend on